Hello, Pisces. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman, which I think I've used a bit. Artwork by Katrina Sokolova. Did I use this last week? I don't remember. There's a website, torihartman.com, in the back here. And what's the other one? Something Publishing. Can't read you in the viewfinder. WatkinsPublishing.com. That's the other one. So if any of that works for you, enjoy as you want. Supportive Oracle Cards, Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. I cannot. Anytime I try to clean up this box, it just never works. Isn't there a website for you? I thought there was. Lucy Cavendish. I thought you had one, but it must be not. Jesse Reish is the illustrator, illustrated by. I thought she had. I thought she did, but I could be wrong. Oh, this book is old. No, okay. It's an older deck, so I don't even know if it's available if you did look for it, but a lot of times they do reprints, so maybe. What do we have for Pisces? Are we already distracted? Is that what I'm connecting into? Especially since I'm a Pisces myself. Oh, somebody wants something. Judgment. You hold judgment. There's a lot here. Something feels like, oh, Ace of Cups. Okay, hold on. Let's pull it together. There's a lot of cup energy going on here. What is connecting this to your judgment? Like travel. Travel is. Safe travel doesn't have to mean literal, like going from here to there. But like... No, I do feel like there's travel involved. Kind of like, you know, this is not somebody next door. And I'm also, some of you are worrying like they could be here today and gone tomorrow. Okay, that's the other part. This doesn't have to be romance. I do feel like a lot of you, this is going to hit with business. Kind of like something's good today but may not be good tomorrow. That's what I'm getting with the travel card. How long is it in my realm of possibility? And if I move forward on it today, do I keep it or do things change? Like, it's kind of like those jobs. You start one job, you get into it, and then all of a sudden they change your role little by little. And before you know it, you're like, I don't know how I ended up in this position. This isn't what I signed up for. Ever had a job like that? I've had a job like that where, you know, over the course of like 5 or 6 months, you end up doing something different than you originally thought you were going to do. And you're like, what's the deal? So this could be business for some of you. Romance for others. It feels mostly that type of thing, but apply it where it fits for you, where it makes sense, of course. I have a hard time believing. That's when I keep, well, I think because I'm a Pisces myself, I'm not really sure that I believe in the victory. You've got the Two of Swords with the victory as your challenge position. Kind of like, I don't know if I really believe in it. It's kind of like, you're just telling me a line so you get what you want from me and then we're done. Like, what's the deal? Are you just trying to make it sound good so that, you know, I fall for your line and then, but it's pretty much about the chase for you, something like that. Or it's kind of like you just want to get me in the door so you can get me in the seat so I do this job for you and then you're going to change everything around and things are going to go, because I have this hard, it's like a hard hurdle to get over. I can't seem to, it's hard for me to believe in it. That's what it is. It's really hard for me to believe in it. Yet the person who's coming towards you is steadfast. The Hermit, not the Hermit, the Hierophant. Is the Hermit out here? I don't think so. No, I don't see it. This talks about earth energy. This talks about something that starts slow. And I feel like that's the thing, too. It's kind of like, well, I've had, like, yeah, jobs I've started before. This is usually a job thing for me. Could be romance, could be job, could be wherever you need to apply it. But I have had this happen where, you know, we're going to start you in this position. In 6 to 8 months, we'll review and we'll see if you were if you were heading you over where we want to or what we need to happen or if that position is opened. The position I took, I remember, it was pretty good to start with. I was fine with it. But I remember them saying, well, if you do this and do that, you could go over here. And you're supposed to work that way and you should end up over here. You know, fast forward, what was it? 4 or 5 years later? I mean, it did happen 4 or 5 years later. Not for nothing. Not for nothing. yeah, you have a lot of interest, and it's kind of like this isn't moving very fast. It sounds really good, not moving very fast. You want it. I do feel like whatever this is, you want it. You also have the King of Cups, Ace of Wands, King of Cups. You want it, but it's kind of like, oh, I want it, but it's like, oh wow, like it's real slow. Like, okay, so I start at square one. I want to be at square 13. How long does it take me to get there? That's me again. Like, oh, 4 to 5 years? What? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I'm your person for this. I don't know. You do seem to. Is that the Hermit? The Hermit is here. Aha! I thought I saw it. It was hidden under another card. The Hermit is here, with the Ten of Cups. You want to believe in it, but you're like, all right, you're telling me this. I need something else. You're gonna have to give me something else here, like, could be business or romance, whatever, or something else. But like, it's the easiest to attach to business. Can you give me goals? If I attain this by this point, I can do this. Or can you give me some type of reassurance? In business, the businesses I've dealt with, they don't really like that usually. They like the ability to change their mind at any point. They don't want to be like, well, we said, or you said if I did this, I could have that. Because I feel like you're trying to figure out, is there something here where we can meet halfway? Like, as long as I uphold my end of the bargain, you'll uphold your end of the bargain. I'm not showing up just to waste my time, or just, to get halfway down the road to realize you left. You left, and I'm just kind of stuck doing what I'm doing. I'm negotiating too. You're negotiating like nobody else. You're really into it because you really want it. So you really want it. You're like, this could be great for me. So you are willing to talk. You are willing to negotiate. You're getting out there. You're talking about it. What's the possibility here? What's the possibility there? They're not sure. Whoever this is not sure they can uphold to your level of expectation. But they can work with you. I'm saying this as a Pisces. Like, we can get very determined. We can. I think sometimes people get shocked about that. I don't know. Because I feel like, at least I'm the type of Pisces, I'm usually very laid back. And it seems like most Pisces I know, we're usually laid back. But when we have something, we have a goal, we have drive, things can change. We can get very driven. We can get very motivated. But the thing is, we got to know, we have to have something. Like, there has to be something worth fighting for. And this is something I feel like you want. But it's also kind of like, it's a mix. Kind of like, I actually do very much want it, but I need some type of guarantee. I need something to show me why I should fight for this. I need something to feels like I have this stabilized somehow in my favor. I think they're going to offer you something. Whoever this is, if you push back and you're like, listen, I can't help you unless you work with me, and this is what I want, I maybe shoot, like, when they say, shoot a little bit above what your minimum is. So, for example, say you're selling a dresser and your minimum is literally $105, just for argument's sake. At least ask for 115, if not 125. That way, if they really keep trying to get you to go down a little farther, you do have a little bit more wiggle room. Because if they play that game, well, if it was 110, I'd go for it. All right, listen, fine, 110. If they play with you beyond that, though, shut it down. Kind of like, no, we're done. So that's why, you say, okay, the minimum I could take for is 125. Ugh, I wish it was 110, I'd take it. All right, 110, I'll take it, but that's it. And if they play with you after that, just walk away because they're just a game player. It's not worth it. They're going to try to get it for $5, and it's not worth it. Because I feel like whatever it is, you can negotiate into this, and you may be pleasantly surprised. They're not going to give in very easily. They got the 5 of Wands, but they also have the 9 of Wands. They want to give in to you. But I feel like, literally, again, if you're selling a dresser, the lowest you can go is $105. You're like, literally, that's as low as I can go. Ask for at least 115, if not 125. That way when they're like, oh, too bad. If it was 110, I could do it. All right, fine. If you can do 110, I'll do that. You still get above, not much above, your minimum, and you got rid of the dresser. So you're like, cool, $5 more than my minimum, but hey, got rid of it. Kind of want to get rid of it anyway. You know what I mean? I feel like, because they will hold the line. If this is the right connection, though, I don't feel like they're going to keep playing games with you. Like, if you say my minimum is, 125 is the lowest I could go. Oh, too bad. I could have done 110. And 1.5 is, they won't play with you. Okay, I'll do 110. You know what? Fine. 110, it works. If they keep playing, this is not connecting right. Walk away from it. That might be actually the gift for you for this reading for some of you. When you like, you do that, and then they like, oh, you went down to 110, and they keep trying to get farther. Walk away. It's a battle. It's a losing battle. It's definitely a losing battle, because it's kind of like a shock that you go for it, and they want it. The thing is, they want it. When you say, okay, 110, I'll take it, they're like, really? Okay, I'll take it. Like, they're cool. They're happy. They want it. If they keep playing with you after that, nope. Because this is somebody or something, like if it's a business, love, whatever it is, they want you to accept it. They do want you to be happy. They want this to happen. So if they're negotiating, like, it's hard for them to do it, but they should be able to do it. Then they should be happy. Then when you go, all right, 110, I'll do it. Fine, I'll just do it. I just want to get rid of it. 110, you won me over. Let's do it. They should be extremely happy and go, okay, great. And they'll, like, here's the 110, and then there they go. Keep that in mind. We don't want this to go on forever. But I feel like this is how you solve the past. Kind of like before I get stuck in something where people just string me along for years or however long. I swear it's Pisces. I think it's a Pisces thing too. You can tell me if I'm wrong. But sometimes we get caught in things and we get strung along on this work things, romance things, get strung along for years. And we're like, oh, that was great. I ended up nowhere. And I just kept going. I believed in it. I believed in nothing. But this is how we solve this problem. We can negotiate. We push it back and forth a little bit. We shoot a little high, shoot a little bit above our lowest offer, and when they go for it, and it's still above our true lowest offer, or true bottom line, whatever, we go for it, and that's how this works out for us in the positive way. We should negotiate. We should try to. I don't think I want to go through that whole analogy again. I'm like, oh, this can go in your favor, but we gotta negotiate. I'm feeling like you have to negotiate, or you're going to get railroaded. You're going to get steamrolled is probably what I should say. You got to negotiate. Need to negotiate. Really, it's fun. It's fun. I'm like shaking my head. I'm like, because I'm not a person that likes to. I'm like, can I just go to the store and pay what it's worth and we move on? I'm not a big negotiating person. I really like the price is the price person. But they're saying if you can do this negotiation, you'll be surprised. It really goes in your favor. It seems to set the tone for this situation, and it goes more in your favor in the future too. They're saying do it. It's worth it. Do it. Do the negotiation. But just don't sell yourself short. And if they keep playing games afterwards, again, go. Just go, because they're just here for the game. That's all they're here for. All right, I'm going to shut this down. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.